What's up, everybody, and welcome to my Impact Wrestling review. This is the Fallout show from No Surrender from last Saturday. If everybody saw that, or go check out the review to that if you haven't checked it out right now. But yeah, No Surrender, basically kicking it off with a little bit of a video package, especially with Eddie Edwards turning on Impact and now joining Honor No More, which we will hear from him later on tonight on this show. But we kicked it off with Moose. Moose still retaining his World Heavyweight title after defeating W. Morrissey at No Surrender. Moose talked about he should be talking about his title defense right now, but everybody wants to talk about Eddie Edwards and stuff. And Moose said once he beats people, it changes their careers and stuff. He said he beat Eddie, which, led to him turning on people that trusted him. Josh Alexander. And ended up with him losing his mind and whatnot. And now he's gone from the company. And talk about, Mr. Mick Cardona himself, that he turned his back on the fans because he lost to me and everything. So Moose said he changes a lot going on. And he said only God knows the downward spiral that W. Morrissey is going to have. But before Moose could even continue, Heath was back. We haven't seen Heath in a bit of a while now, I believe. I believe he's been hurt. But and whatnot. All right. Well, he's been back, but he was kind of gone recently. We haven't seen him around. But he talked about Moose saying like, y'all here cutting jokes when Impact's at war right now, and you're the world champion and stuff. Because he said he busted his ass to get back here, and I've had a year via injuries and stuff, and I got kids, but what are you really doing, huh? You're supposed to be a leader. You're the champ and whatnot. Okay, and he talked about Impact always had his back with his time out right now. But Moose said, you want to call yourself an Impact guy? You ain't really been here that long, okay? But Moose said, where were you, huh? How come you haven't been around? Impact's being a war with Honor No More. So why aren't you helping him then? But he said, listen, man, I've been out through the COVID protocols, but now since he's tested negative for COVID and whatnot, he said he wants a shot at the world title right now to prove that he can be a fighting champion and fight for this company. But Moose said, listen, man, you're going to go around a downward spiral like everybody, okay? I don't care anybody around here about anyone, okay? I don't care about the fans. I don't care about Impact. I don't care about Honor No More. I don't care about your wife and your ugly-ass kids, he said, until he ended up, taking Moose down with, what's his finisher, the sweetness and whatnot, and knocking him out of the ring then. So obviously, at least it sets up Moose's next opponent, which, it's Heath and everything, but this is one of the better Heath promos to him kind of, sound like the usual Heath Slater, yeah, baby, I got kids, baby, and all that, and stuff. So not a bad promo, but obviously this is just, to get Moose an opponent right now for the world title, because I was wondering who was going to be next for the championship. But kind of right after that, Heath was in the back with the rest of Team Impacts, and they were going to go looking for Honor No More. But Scott D'Amore says y'all can't do that, and y'all can't lay y'all hands on Eddie and everything. I know y'all pissed off, but we're going to hear from that later on tonight. But D'Amore did tell Rhino, you will get your revenge at Sacrifice, okay? And Rhino will face Eddie Edwards, so get ready for that. But as Team, Honor No More were arriving to the building, Scott D'Amore asks, where's Eddie at? And they says, well, we can't tell you. You Melvins around here like to run your mouth, so that's not going to happen, so you can be trusted. Moose showed up then, which Taven was happy to see him. And Moose said, listen, all right, I'm not here to come for y'all, but as long as y'all don't come for my world title, we won't have a problem. But Taven said, hey, we're just happy to see you, right, and whatnot. And they walked off. But D'Amore basically said, Moose, how come you don't care what's happening around here right now, huh? He said, right, you are a joke and everything. How come you're not really helping us and stuff? So I guess at Sacrifice it will be Moose versus Heath for the world title. So that match is being set up now. Next, Matt Cardona against Jordan Grace in a internet match, or basically no DQ, but a lot of like computer stuff from a DVD player to mouses to cassette tapes, or just a lot of internet, I don't know, cell phones and stuff being involved. Which, he's still, not Heath, but Cardona still, he's proven that he's a pretty big heel right now going on, because the fans did start chanting Mick Cardona and stuff. It's better than him as a face. But, even Jordan Grace trying to hit Cardona in the nuts and him having a cup and everything, which Grace used the cup, end up kicking him back in the nuts and using the cup to put around his face. But Cardona ended up getting out of it and rolling her up for the win. So he still ended up retaining this digital media title. I just don't really know how much weight it really holds. it's still the internet belt, so I still don't know why they have these two facing for. At least they got something of a story this time, but how many people really care about this internet belt at the same time, though? Tennille Dashwood and Madison Rain were in the back talking to Caleb Conley, blaming him for what happened and stuff. Until the inspiration showed up, talking about their match at Sacrifice and everything. And Madison Rain told him to go away, but inspiration said don't talk to Caleb like that, which ended up slapping Madison Rain, I guess now for a match next week. And the influence telling Caleb, like, you're on our side, okay? Because you cost us last time, so you need to get your stuff together. Jake Something was being interviewed in the back. I guess they had a match on BTI. Him and Trey Miguel going against Speedball, Mike Bailey, and Ace Austin. Jake basically saying, yeah, he lost, but he's still the number one contender. Trey said, listen, man, don't worry. It's first time teaming together and stuff. But Jake went on and said, don't cut me off, all right? I'm coming for that X Division title, all right? I don't need your pity and stuff. I'm twice the size you are, all right? And Trey needs to fear him, as he said. So, something getting pissed off at Trey. Could he be turning heel? Possibly. He needs something right now because I feel like he's been face for a while and they haven't really done nothing with him until recently. So, turn him heel if they have to. It would be interesting to see what they could do with Jake Something on here. Next, I know they had a match with John Skyler and Bhupinder Guhar. Brian Myers was on commentary, I guess, just like his own little announce table, which ended up with Guhar winning the match, but Morrissey showed up then trying to attack Myers, was going to choke slam through the table, but Skyler ended up getting a sacrifice and he ended up getting powerbombed through the little announce table and stuff. So obviously Morrissey, I guess, still going after Myers right now. But I was wondering what's going to happen with Morrissey right now since he didn't win the world title. So I guess they got him moving on to something else for the time being. Steve Maclin was cutting a promo in the back talking about, hey, everybody wanted to think I was to blame. People, I was going to be the mole. I was going to turn. I showed loyalty and stuff. And everyone wanted to question my loyalty to Impact. But it was in Eddie Edwards who turned his back on his brothers and his company. And he doesn't care about what Eddie Edwards has to say, but he wants a match with him next week. So, very good promo from Maclin. Deonna Purrazzo was out to have her champ challenge of the week, which Lady Frost accepted the challenge, and the title she put on the line was the AAA Reina de Reinas title. Not a bad match, of course. Deonna ended up getting the win. The Venus de Mayo, submission hold for, like I said, for the win and whatnot. After Purrazzo won, Giselle Shaw came out, basically just kind of walked around and taunted Frost in. So, they ended up doing that, but a good match for Purrazzo and Frost. The Bullet Club were in the back. Jay White, the Good Brothers, and Chris Bay. Jay White explaining why it's strictly business and, just kicking out G.O.D. out of the Bullet Club. And, we're got, Gallows and Anderson back then. And it's not Bullet Club, the Good Brothers, as they said. And G.O.D. was dead weight. Violent by Design showed up saying we want our title shot. We had a deal. And everything, so you owe us one. We had a business arrangement, but Jay White saying, hey, man, we're in a new management right now, okay? Your old business doesn't count anymore, so you all can scurry off. But G.O.D. ended up attacking Bullet Club as Violent by Design helped as the Bullet Club ran off then, so I'm still not even knowing where this is going. I'm surprised they still kicked out G.O.D. out of the Bullet Club. I still wonder what the other members in New Japan think right now, since the others are over there currently. And stuff, and I think G.O.D. will be back for the New Japan Cup next week. So I wonder how that's going to work, if anybody's still even associated with that. I know Jay White's the leader, but what do the other members of the Bullet Club really think? And will Gallows and Anderson even show up in Japan at one point? I'm not sure. I'm surprised they even kicked them out, even let Gallows and Anderson back in the Bullet Club. So, I don't know. It's funny with Gallows and Anderson, man. It's like, once again, I know they've been in the Bullet Club, but it's almost like they're always like the heavies, depending on whoever the leader is. From Finn to AJ, they always stood behind. To Kenny Omega, they've always stood behind. Now Jay White, they're standing behind. So it's always like, they gotta have somebody standing behind them. They're always like just the heavies and whatnot. What leader they're following of the Bullet Club this time. And now they're following now a different leader again. So it's another leader and stuff. So we'll see how this little, I don't even want to say Civil War, but we see how this little Bullet Club thing is going to be doing with Jay White kicking out G.O.D. and stuff. And I wonder if any other members will show up. Gail Kim, not Gail Kim, but Jonah basically destroyed Zicky Dice. Gail Kim told Jonah that you can't keep attacking people after the match, but Jonah said, stop giving me appetizers. Give me something I can sink my teeth into. It's like, all right, you want something big? Okay, at Sacrifice, you'll go one-on-one with PCO. How you like that? Which Jonah did agree and walked off. Johnny Swinger basically won a rematch against Jonah. Said he's been training with Bill Dundee in the Swinger Dungeon and stuff, which Gail Kim agreed to that match next week. So there you go. Mickie James and Chelsea Green, I guess, were in Gail Kim's office. I guess, she won a title match against Chelsea Green at Sacrifice. Tasha Steelz and Savannah Evans showed up then, wondering what's going on here, and saying that Chelsea Green earned a title shot. So how about this? It's going to be Tasha versus Chelsea next week, and whoever wins will get the match against Mickie James for the title. Tasha didn't really seem worried. I didn't beat her already, so boom, there you go. In the main event was Honor No More going against Team Impact once again. The Kingdom and Kenny King versus Chris Sabin, Willie Mack, and Rich Swann, which Honor No More kind of destroyed Team Impact, which ended up taking Mack out, getting a win. Right after, Maria ended up introducing Eddie Edwards then after that. As he came and made his entrance, Scott D'Amore had to send the rest of the Team Impact guys to the back as Eddie Edwards had cut this promo then, talking about, they have a right to feel betrayed. But he's known these Ring of Honor guys, Honor No More, for a long time that he came up. He spilled blood in Ring of Honor with these guys for how long he knows them. And he was betrayed when Ring of Honor had to go on hiatus, but that's not the reason why he joined. He knew it was like a cancerous growth in this industry, and that's a dishonor. And he wanted to expose the dishonor and talked about how the world had to change back in 2020 because of the pandemic and stuff, and that Impact changed also. So now we started working with all these other companies and stuff and letting people in, and he was supportive of it. And he was even on board with Kenny Omega going for the world title against Rich Swann, but Rich Swann failed to do his job and defend the title and lost it to a guy who doesn't even work in this company. Which, shit, by the way, Rich Swann never even really got back to the world title after that. They just moved him down to tag team at this point. But Eddie said that, it was corruption within Impact. They failed to see this and stuff. And, he wanted to be a locker room leader. He wanted to do what was right and stuff. And he waited for his shot at the title. But Sammy had a chance. Didn't get it done. Moose had a chance. Didn't get it done. And he said he pinned Kenny Omega in a tag match. So I should have got a shot next, as he said. But Impact Management wanted to trust Josh Alexander. By the way, Josh Alexander getting mentioned a lot for a guy that's not even with this company anymore. Eddie basically said he knows that Impact had Honor No More after that. And he has zero faith in this company then. And he was the heart of this company. And he turned his back. They turned their back on him. And that Scott D'Amore ripped the heart out of it, and just with all this corruption and stuff. And they want to ask him, why did he do this, huh? Why? Because, he gave everything to this company. Everything. But nothing was in his return. And I guess with Honor No More, he said anything is possible then. As Alicia Edwards came out and started yelling at him then, saying, what are you doing? You need to ask for forgiveness and stuff, and apologize to the locker room and everyone here. And that, we've all suffered and everything, but, you always told me to keep my faith. But, you want to think that Moose or Sammy Artem didn't deserve the opportunity to get a title shot, which is kind of funny. I know Josh ended up bringing the belt back to the company, but then again, Christian did have it too. But then again, Christian wasn't signed this company also. But let's just basically say, let's take care of business. You got to take the, Josh took the belt back home, but Eddie Edwards out here bitching and stuff, and you need to separate with your real family. But Eddie says, I'm already with my family, okay? And that's Honor No More. And Alicia's like, you still, so am I still your family? And Eddie said, that's whatever you want it to be. But I ain't turned my back. I'm just walking away for those who turn their backs on me. As Eddie walked off with Honor No More. So great promo from Eddie Edwards, especially with the explanation of why he turned on Impact. He made some good points right there, especially with the whole partnerships thing with all the other companies and stuff, and how not even really an Impact guy brought the title back, well, I guess until Josh Alexander, but, how come no one else really beat Omega? I'm not going to go in that conversation again, but why didn't Eddie get a title shot? Like, he's been the heart and soul of the company, but why wasn't he getting a shot to at least opportunity to bring the belt back and put their trust into someone else? So it's a lot really think from his promo. And he made some sense from it too. Okay, so he gave everything in his company, but he just knew these partnerships was not good. Was for it, but just too much corruption and what can I say? Sorry. But yeah, I guess I ought to bring other people into the company and everything, and that's not working. And that's why he joined Honor No More then, and basically did what he had to do. So not a bad promo. It's better than Crazy Eddie and whatnot. I'm kind of glad the Crazy Eddie thing is done. I think it ran its course a while ago and stuff, and they needed Eddie Edwards and something a little bit more important. So this is the thing for him, and it was a very good promo, especially with him being a heel right now. So not bad at all. I enjoyed it. So Impact was not a bad show tonight, I will say, especially after No Surrender as they build in the sacrifice and stuff coming up in the next few weeks. But I enjoyed it. Moose's promo, Heath being back. I guess this Bullet Club explanation thing going on. The Champs Champion thing of the week. Eddie Edwards and his promo at the main event. So a lot of things on the show tonight for Impact. I will say that. But not bad. Really not bad at all. Pretty good show tonight from Impact. So especially with the fallout from No Surrender last Saturday, this was not bad at all. But other than that, subscribe, follow me on Twitter at HoodieKnight890. I'm out of here. I'll see you guys then. Peace.